was like, what the fuck you mean drink bleach? You ain't had your period and your titties hurt, you better go get that test. Hey YouTube, welcome back to another YouTube video with your girl Jataya. As you can see by, I keep on doing it wrong. Hey YouTube, welcome back to another YouTube video with your girl Jataya. It's Jataya for y'all who new here. Anybody who not new here, what's up y'all? Go make sure y'all watch my other videos for anybody who new here. And make sure you guys do go ahead and get like, comment, subscribe to your girl YouTube channel. Press that bell notification so that you can be notified every time I do post a new video. As y'all can see by today, I got a little different type of video. I'm gonna do a sit down today. Get out some little shit. You know, like fuck y'all head up right quick. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna be telling y'all a little story time. How I found out I was pregnant. What my baby daddy said. How my mom and them and my daddy reacted. I'm gonna tell y'all all this. So make sure y'all go get y'all popcorn. And like, comment, subscribe to the girl YouTube channel so that you can be notified every time I post some hot shit. Cause I'm starting doing videos like this if y'all like this. But y'all gotta let me know if y'all like this. But anyways, I'm gonna tell this story time. Y'all gonna fuck with the story time. So I really feel like y'all should really just get comfortable. Like I'm gonna give y'all a little minute to just sit down and get comfortable. Cause this is a good story time. Like y'all gonna be in tune. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? You a dumbass bitch. That's what y'all gonna be saying. But fuck it, we ball. Let's get into the story time. Okay, so this is how I found out I was pregnant. So June 28th, my cousin had just had her baby. She and I was at the hospital. I was seeing my cousin baby or whatever. So he had hit me up and he like, come see me or whatever. So I'm like, when I leave the hospital, I'm gonna come spend the night because he had just got out of jail. You know, that fresh out of jail, dick be the best.
That lockdown, fresh out, dick be the best.
So I'm like, okay, bet I'm finna go see my man. He just came home from jail. So okay, I go over his house or whatever. We do all our business. And then the next morning we wake up. So we wake up and I swear to God, I will never forget this. He was like, I got you pregnant. And I was like, why the fuck would you do that? And he was like, nah, I'm just playing because I know you got a nigga you go home to. Okay, so pause. At the time, he had a bitch, I had a nigga. But like, I don't know, like we was young. So like we was just really doing us. Like messing around with, you know, I don't know. We both was in them little situationships, but we both knew what it was with one another type shit. So he like, I got a nigga, like he wouldn't do that. So I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, like don't think too much of it. He ain't do it. So okay, that time I had been staying with my cousin. I hadn't been at home. Like that summertime, around this time, like the month of June and July, I had always been with my cousin 2019 because like we was just really, really close around that time. Cause I was 16, she was 18, which is Kayla, and then my other cousin, she was 21, which is Victoria. So I had always been with them. I was not going home. If I was going home, it was just to go get some clothes and then go back to my cousin's house type shit. So I'm staying at my cousin's house at me and him or whatever. And like, my period didn't come. But I just never like thought of nothing like, oh girl, your period didn't come because you pregnant. Like, I don't know. It just never was that type of thought in my head. It just never gave that. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all like what just made me go get the pregnancy test. So I knew the period didn't come or whatever. So I'm just thinking like, damn, like my shit didn't come, like it didn't come. So day 14 hit. I swear to God, I kid you not. Day 14 hit of that missed period. I came home from work. I was working at Raising Cane's. We was at my granny house. My big sister Bree. I had on this little spaghetti strap shirt, y'all. I will never forget this. I walked in the house and she grabbed my titties and I was like, oh shit, like it hurted so bad. Like, and if Bree was right here, she would, I don't know if she remember, but I swear to God, it hurted so bad. And she was like, girl, your titties getting big, you must be pregnant. So when she said it, then I'm thinking like, I ain't pregnant, like what the fuck? So it had started dwelling on me for a little minute. It's just like, hold on girl, like you ain't had your period and your titties hurt, you better go get that test. So that same exact night, y'all, I don't know what we had went back to Shreveport for. I mean, not Shreveport, I don't know what we went back to City Grove for. We stayed in Southern Hills at the time, so we went to Southern Hills, went home, some reason we got back up out the bed and we went to Kroger. I don't know what the fuck it was for, but we did go back to Kroger. I will never forget, I got the pregnancy test at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I can even show y'all. We went back to Kroger, and this was on July 31st. Went back to Kroger or whatever, and I was with my mama. But my sister went with us. That's what was so crazy. Like, it was just me and my mama. So we went to Kroger to get whatever we had got or whatever, and I'm just thinking like, damn, I need to get the pregnancy test. So I had got the stuff that we need to go get. My mom was like, get a case of water. So I purposely forgot the case of water so that I could have a reason to go back in the store. So my mom went to the car, and I was like, dang, mom, I forgot the water or whatever. She was like, go back and get the water. So I went back in the store, I got the water or whatever, and then I had went over there to look at the pregnancy test. Y'all, I swear to God, I'll never forget this. The pregnancy test was $13 fucking dollars. I'm like, why the fuck is it so high? Like, I'm thinking pregnancy test like $1, $2. But I had money at the time. I was working at Cane's, so I was like, fucking, you ain't got no choice but to get the pregnancy test. So I got the pregnancy test or whatever, and then I had put it in the bottom of the bag, like, so that my mama couldn't see it when I go back to the car. So when I had got to the car or whatever, when I got to the car, the bag was sitting on the floor. So why the fuck, y'all, why the fuck my mama gonna say let her see it? So I'm thinking like, what's she trying to see the bag for? But she just wanted to look at the type of water that I had got. So me finna act the fool for nothing. I'm just like, what you want to see the bag for? I end up showing her the water or whatever. She just wanted to know what kind of water. So I was just like, fuck it. So boom, went home that same night, which was July 31st. I literally took this fucking pregnancy test at 12:35 in the morning. 12:35. I was not playing. I had called my best friend, and I was like, Diamond, like, my cycle ain't came, like, I'm finna take the test or whatever. So I got on the phone with her, and I had ended up taking the test. I took the test, and I started shaking. I was like, damn, like, what the fuck? So the test had came back positive. And the first thing that just crossed my mind, what the fuck I'm finna tell my mama? What the fuck am I finna tell my mama? Like, ask Diamond, like, that was the first thing that flew out of my mouth. Like, I couldn't even say, oh my God, what the fuck? I couldn't say none of that. What the fuck is you finna tell your mama, girl? Because that's all I was thinking about. Like, bitch, she finna beat your ass. Like, I was thinking, like, all of the worst things. Like, I really was. So, okay, that's when I found out I was pregnant. So, after I had took the test, I had, Diamond already knew. I called Kayla, which is my cousin, the cousin who I'm always with. I called her, and I just flipped the camera, and I showed it to her. She was like, what the fuck? And so, my other cousin, which is Tamir, I was like, put Tamir on the phone so Tamir could see, because, like, y'all gonna have to figure something out. Y'all gonna have to help me, tell me what the fuck to do with this baby. Y'all gonna have to help me with this baby. What the fuck we finna do? So, I text the motherfucking daddy, y'all. I texted daddy, and I was like, I'm pregnant. He texted back. He said, okay. I text back. I said, what you mean? He text back. That bitch said, drink bleach. Drink bleach, bitch? Drink bleach? Y'all, like, he was like, drink bleach. Okay, so when he said drink bleach, I really don't know what the fuck I said after that, because I don't know. I don't fucking know what the fuck I said after that. But I know that his response was drink bleach. And that was just enough for me, baby. Wrap it up, tie motherfucking seal out, and seal that motherfucking shit away. That was enough for me. Like, after the drink bleach, I'm just like, what the fuck you mean drink bleach? So, it was drink bleach. And then it was, you finna be my baby mama for the rest of your life. Then it was, okay, we ain't even gonna get into all that. How about we not even get into all that? How about we just keep it how I found out I was pregnant? Now I'm finna tell y'all the symptoms that I was having, because I wasn't realizing, because shit, I ain't just think like, oh girl, you pregnant. I wasn't thinking that. So it's just like all the little symptoms I was getting, I wasn't realizing, and they was big symptoms. They wasn't little symptoms, they was big symptoms. So I remember heat flashes. I used to have heat flashes so bad, like, oh my God, it was so bad. Like, I always had heat flashes. Like, it was bad. It was really, really bad. So heat flashes, and I kept a headache. And then also heat flashes, headache, and then I really didn't start throwing up until I didn't start throwing up really until I like found out. Like, I don't think I really was throwing up that much Yes, I was. Take that back. At the beginning, yes, I was, but this was after I found out. So it's like I wasn't hiding the throwing up part. I wasn't doing that when I didn't know. I didn't start throwing up till after I knew I was pregnant. The only things that I really missed was the heat flashes and the motherfucking headaches and the not eating. Like I would go days without eating, like probably like 2-3 days, wouldn't eat nothing, or probably like would snack on something, but I was going days without eating. And if you remember when I was pregnant, I was so skinny. Like I was really skinny, but I was going days without eating when I was first pregnant or whatever. So that's why. That's how I found out them was my symptoms or whatever. All right, so now I'm gonna tell y'all how my mama found out. Okay, so I had been new for like maybe a week, maybe like a week or two. Maybe like a week or two. I had already knew. My baby daddy, he had knew too. He was, at the time, he had mixed feelings about the situation. So I feel like that's why it turned out how it turned out. Because like to me, it's like, oh, you finna be my baby mama. And then like to his family, it's like, oh, this bitch pregnant. Like this bitch really pregnant. Like she finna have a baby type shit. So it was just like a whole lot of rah-rah bullshit or whatever. So anyways, I'm sitting up in my room one day, just oddly, just sitting in my room or whatever. And I really usually don't even pay attention to my mama phone conversations, but it's just like I was just on 10 this day because, like, you know, mothers know their kids. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, a mother knows her child. So I was just on 10 this whole day. I really do not know why, and this really just explains why. So I had been on 10. I'm sitting in my room or whatever, and my auntie called my mama. So when my auntie had called my mama, they on the phone talking regular at first, but then I hear my auntie say, "Ooh, bitch, and I got something to tell you." So my mama was like, "What?" And my auntie was like, "You got me on speakerphone." So when she said that, I was like, "Oh, y'all, I already know she finna tell her I'm pregnant." But then I start second guessing because I'm like, shit, nobody else know I'm pregnant but me, the baby daddy, and Kayla and Diamond. And they ain't the type that'll go back and, you know, like, fuck, tell my business, like, to people who will find out that I'm pregnant. Like, they wouldn't do that. So I just stopped thinking about it. I'm like, nah. So then, like, 3 minutes passed. My dad texted me. He said, "What's going on with you and your mama?" I said, "My mama ain't said nothing to me. I don't know. What you mean?" Those my exact words. I think he texted me first and then he called me. I think he texted me and said what was going on with me and my mama, and then he had called me and I was like, "I don't know what's going on. Like, what you mean?" And then he said, "Okay," and he hung the phone up. That was it from my daddy that day. So when my mama had came back up in the house, I knew she was mad. She had slammed the door because once my daddy called me, I already knew something was wrong. But still not, I knew my mama was mad when she had came in the house. She slammed the door. So she slammed the door and she was like, "Cause motherfuckers around here sneaking thinking they ain't knowing what's going on. I know what the fuck going on." Like, I remember my mama exact words and everything. Like, I swear to God, y'all, it was that. Like, you ever had that much fear in your heart? I really did have that. I did, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I did. I was scared. So she like, "Motherfuckers around here sneaking thinking I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. Everything you do in the door gonna come to the light." Like, she saying all this or whatever. So, and I think what really had my mama real up because she was telling me like, "Girl, you better not get pregnant by that boy." She kept telling me that. That was so crazy. Like, she kept telling me like, "You better not get pregnant by him." And I'm just like, okay, just brush the shit off. So she had came in the house. She was going off or whatever. So I ain't say shit. So I waited till she said something to me. I just stayed closed up in my room or whatever. So my sister, she had texted me and she was like, how did mama find out? And I'm texting her like, "Oh shit, I don't know how she found out, because shit, none of them knew." I didn't tell none of my sisters. I ain't tell neither one of them. I told Diamond and I told Kayla. That was it. So when she did finally call me out of the room, she was like, "And get your up in here." So I went up in there and I sat down at the table, and I already knew that she was gonna try to go through my phone. At the time, I'm 16, so I knew she was gonna try and go through my phone. So I had already deleted me and my baby daddy messages of the part where he was saying like, "Drink the bleach," and like saying stuff like that's so embarrassing. But I had already deleted the parts where he was saying "drink the bleach" and like saying like my baby ain't his and shit. Like, I had deleted all of that on my phone because I was like, I don't want her to see this. But she had already knew because the way she found out, his sister went and lied and said that I lied to them like I was on birth control. Whole motherfucking time, he knew I was off birth control. He knew. So the sister went and lied and said that I said I was on birth control, and that's how I got pregnant. She told my sister that. My sister told my auntie that, and my auntie told my mom that. Now how that shit sound? Like ain't that some fucked up shit for people to be lying on you, like making it sound like you trapped a nigga when whole time the nigga told me when he got me pregnant. That was fucked up. That was real fucked up. But fuck it, we bought. We 3 years later. I ain't tripping. So I knew she was gonna want to go through the phone, so I deleted the messages already. So when she asked for the phone, I had just gave that bitch to her. Like, and I just was showing her like he telling y'all like that, like he don't want the baby, but then on my phone telling me, oh, you my baby mama, you stuck with me for the rest of your life, we finna be a family, we'll do it, like all this, like all of this, my mama and them seeing all of this because I had deleted the bad shit. So I got my mama think like we good. Whole time my mama and them knowing we ain't good because he done told his sister like whatever, the fucking bullshit. So that's how my mama found out. So after we had got out from the table, after she had went through the phone or whatever, she was like, you can pack your shit, you can go and go. So when she was like, pack my shit and go, I'm like, okay, bet. So I went up in there and I packed my clothes or whatever, and I'm like, I don't even know who I had called. I asked somebody to drop me off at my cousin's house where I had been staying at already. The only reason I came home was because the day that I came from work from Cane's, my sister had filled my boobs or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool, take me back to my cousin's house or whatever. So I had went back to my cousin's house or whatever, and I had sat and I had talked to them, and I was like telling them like, I don't know what to do, y'all. Like I don't know, should I keep the baby, should I not keep the baby? Like I don't know what to do, because now I can't not keep the baby, because now they done told my mama. If they would have never told my mama, I could have handled this shit on my own, got the abortion, whatnot. They done fucked up telling my mama ain't going for the abortion. She on some type of shit like, you done set your ass up here and got pregnant, that's your responsibility now. Like that's the type of time she was on. It wasn't no abortion type of time with her. It's just like, you done set your ass up here and got pregnant, you work, you take care of this motherfucking baby. That's the type of time my mom was on. So I'm sitting at my cousin them house or whatever, probably like for 2 hours or whatever, and then my mama had came. She came, she had apologized to me, and she had talked to me. She was just like, she tried to prevent this. She tried to prevent it from hurting or whatever. She tried to prevent all that, like, which I understand, like, but I'm 16 at the time, so it's just like I gotta some shit up on my own, like, you know, to get through it or whatever. So that's how my mama had found out. Okay, and she did let me come back home too. I came back home the same night. She only had put me out for 2 hours. I came back home the same night. So my daddy, okay, I don't know how my daddy found out, because maybe like my mama texted him and told him, or my mama maybe called him and told him. I'm finna see, do he remember? Daddy, what you doing? No. You remember how my mama had told you I was pregnant with D2? I'm telling the story on YouTube, so tell them how my mama had told you. Tell them.
I'm trying to remember how she told me.
Okay.
Where I was?
I don't know. I can't remember.
How the hell I was? Look, mama called me talking about, you heard your baby pregnant? I said, listen. I said, my baby ain't pregnant. She said, Margaret, your baby pregnant. I said, take that pregnancy one for me. And I called you now. I said, you pregnant? Yeah, Daddy.
Okay, cool. That's how he found out. My mama called him and she told him. His reaction to me, I was sitting, he had came to my granny house and he was like, come outside. We had sat in the truck and he had asked me again, like, was I pregnant? I was like, yeah, or whatever. And he just told me how he felt. That's it. He just was telling me how he felt. I'm not gonna tell y'all that, but like, he just told me how he felt. But I just feel like my parents took it way 10 times 100 times better than I thought, because I thought I was gonna be a dead girl. Like I thought I was gonna be a dead girl, especially with my mama. Like my daddy, I can handle my daddy. Like me and my daddy, like we that type of daughter and daddy. Like we them type. Like we could call and talk to each other about anything. But my mama, she's not that kind. Like my mama not that kind. So like my daddy, like I can get back on my daddy good side. But my mama, I just knew like I'm gonna have to work for that. And I really did have to work for it. Like my mama did not get over me being pregnant probably till I was like 6 months. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Like I ain't gonna say like she just neglected me or nothing. No, like
why you been start doing it?
It's just like she had a cold shoulder on me because like it hurt her feelings. And like I don't blame her for it. Like at the time like it probably hurted my feelings, but right now in today's time I don't blame her, because like who would want to be happy around their 16-year-old child pregnant? Like who would want that? So I didn't blame her, whatever. But I did end up going into preterm labor, and my mom was there. Both my parents was there actually. My parents was there like my whole pregnancy. But I ended up going into preterm labor, and I feel like that's what just made my mama like real sensitive about my baby. Like I will never forget the day that I went into preterm labor. I was at school and I had to go to the hospital. They had to rush me to the hospital from school, and like my mama flew up there, whatever. Like she was on 10. Like, and ever since that time, I'll never forget, ever since that day of me going into preterm labor, it was never cold shoulder feeling again. Like you just don't forget those feelings. But it was never the cold shoulder feeling again. Like since I went into preterm labor that day, she just treated me so much better after that. Like so much better. Like I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It took a while for my parents to get used to that. But that really concludes my video, y'all. I told y'all how I found out I was pregnant, my symptoms, my mama reaction, and my daddy reaction. I hope y'all did enjoy this video. Here go the baby, y'all. This baby right here. Yeah. Anybody who under 18 and you found out you're pregnant, I feel like tell your mama first. Like just tell your mama first, because if nobody can really help you, like I said, your mama can help you. And if you ain't close with your mama or you don't got your mama, tell the next closest person. Because I mean, like at the beginning, like and you young, it could be something like so hard on you, because like I've been through that. Like it could be something so hard on you. So I feel like for you to not feel alone or not feel lonely in the beginning, tell somebody. So thank y'all so much for tuning into this YouTube video, telling y'all how I got pregnant with this legit right here. Yeah. Telling y'all how I got pregnant with my jit, y'all, and also my mama reaction, my daddy reaction, and my symptoms. If y'all have any questions or y'all have some videos y'all want me to do, make sure y'all do drop them in the comment section below. And we out.